to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and combos collide. Your host, Fredo, Mo Money, Jay Will, Mills Lane, and Kobe, the co-returner. Authentic, unapologetic, no edits, no cap. Let the convo begin.
Enter the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and convos collide. I am your host, Fredo.
I'm your host, Mo Money.
I'm your host, the Cobra.
That's right, guys. We're -1 tonight. Mills is at ballet practice, so we'll catch Mills next week. We'll catch Mills next week. Same bat station, same bat time, y'all. How y'all do today, man?
Man, outstanding.
Outstanding. What it is, Cobra?
Man, feeling good, man. Hump day. Now it's all downhill from here.
Hey, look here, man. Before we bring on our special guest, Cee Russell, tonight. Hey, look here, guys. I saw something on TikTok the other day, and basically, it was Penny Hardaway. Basically, said his Penny Hardaway, he would put his pennies versus anybody, any shoe, any NBA shoe, any legendary shoe. And I got to thinking, I'm like, whoa, man, that's tough right there, man. That's tough. And I wanted to share that with you guys and get your perspective on that, bro. Basically putting his shoe against anybody, in a versus battle. And I'm like, man, what y'all think about that? Because, man, when you really look at it, I mean, I had pretty much all the shoes, man, for real. What y'all think about that, man?
So, fellas, before we comment, I want the viewers out there to give us their top 5 shoes of all time.
Hey.
Bring that heat. It doesn't matter whether it's Tim's, whether it's Air Force Ones. You tell us what moccasins back in the day, whatever it is that you think is hot. Even if it's some sketches, you bring that heat next week, tune in, and we'll debate about it.
Not the sketches, man.
hey, some of them got them scraps, the 2 scraps, the Nikes.
So what you think, Kobe?
Hey, look, I think Penny onto something. You know what I mean? If you think about it, historically, I played in just about everybody's basketball shoe. Or wore them casually. And the only person that may have an argument over Penny is Jordan's. Yeah. But anybody else, Penny, I think Penny might got him.
I do bang with them Kobe's. I do bang with them Kobe's too. I ain't
they can't mess with the pennies, man. They can't mess with the pennies.
Kobe got the Huarache.
No, sir.
Man,
you ain't say them Huaraches.
Yeah, after the Huaraches. Now, them Adidas Kobe's, I got you. Like, you're right. Them things look like moon boots, but Kobe, Huarache, Nike Kobe.
Man. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, we definitely going to talk about that next week, man, for real, for sure, man, because that was very interesting. I'm like, okay, let me see. You know what? But guess you know what, Mo? That's a good. I'm glad you put that out there, man, because you're right. We'll definitely want to get the viewers and listeners' perspective in terms of that. But look here. Without further ado, man, we're going to bring in special guest, man, Slippery Rock University finest, Hall of Famer, bucket getter, assist maker, a bad guy between those 94 feet. Hold on for 1 second. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Let me see.
Good, see?
He can't hear us. Oh, you got to. He's on. Okay, I tell you what we'll do. See, we're just gonna go ahead. We remove you. Hey Mo, Kobe, y'all go ahead. Like I said, y'all go ahead and you know what I'm saying. Just go ahead and vibe with everybody and stuff like that. While I go ahead and get them set. Okay.
That's too
Hey
easy.
Mo, we could keep rapping about these shoes, bro.
Absolutely. Right.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, like the other kicks, like I get it. The Kobe's, the Hirachi Kobe's, and even T Mac had some nice Adidas joints that was
Yeah.
nice. And AI had the ones, the Reeboks that sold a lot.
The answers.
The answers at one point, but a lot of those guys was one hit wonders. They'd come out with a great shoe, but they wasn't consistent year
Right.
after year after year.
Right.
But Jordan, Penny, it was like year after year after year, like they always had something for our feet.
That's true. I can't disagree there. I mean, because even if you look at the Shaq shoes where he had the Hypnotize and some of the other guys, Scottie Pippen. Now, if you're talking about different classes, like affordability, definitely was Penny. That's why everybody was rocking them. I took me personally, like there was a while I couldn't afford Jordans. You know?
Yeah.
Penny was coming at a price point where it was affordable. They were nice shoes, and we could rock them. Like they're $200 now, but back in the day, they weren't going for $200. They were going for like $85, $90 back in the day.
And don't forget about the commercials. Like like the promotion for the pennies was. I mean, it was out of this world.
Yeah. Oh, Mills in the comments said something about the Reebok
she wearing
pumps.
She wearing classics. Oh, and the pumps. Oh, she wear she wear Shaq shoes. I don't know. No, I've never seen anybody but Shaq wear Shaq shoes.
Man,
How
you
does
didn't
it make money?
Man, you seen everybody wear them Hypnotized back in the day. Now you know the black and white joints.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, they was out for like a year or two. They was hot. He had them in the Slam video when he was working with Onyx and all them back in the day. Yeah, that's what Shaq before he went to LA.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of times, big men don't come out with good shoes. Shoes. You know what I'm saying? The only two, Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. Maybe Weber. Weber had some good shoes, right?
The Dadas? You talking about the Dadas for a little while?
Hell no. It was some nice.
That was his shoe.
No, it was something else. I thought he had some shoes. I know at Michigan they wore the Hirachis. So everybody started wearing the Hirachis.
Can y'all hear me, fellas?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, sir. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, man. Yes, to all viewers and listeners out there, all one of you. Hey, look here, man. We appreciate you vibing with us and stuff like that. We had, like I said, brief technical difficulty. But yeah, we about to go ahead and get it going now, man. How you doing, man? Welcome aboard, bro.
Hey, man. Thank y'all, fellas, for having me, man. It's my pleasure, man.
Yes, man. Slippery, like I said, Slippery Rock University's finest, man. Dom, like I said, assist maker, point scored, man. You was a bad man between that, you know what I'm saying, between those lines, man. 94 feet, man.
And I appreciate that, family. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Let me ask you this, bro. Who was your biggest influences, man, coming up, bro?
My mom, my dad, my brother, and my family. My uncle Mike was the goat of my town. I grew up, my godfather, my uncle, he's a Q like me. I'm a Q like him. Went to Randolph-Macon, played for Paul Webb.
Wow.
Had a nice run down there, 71 to 75. They were ranked in the nation. Had a nice run, and I was down there. I remember him doing the 360 and the warm-ups down there at Randolph-Macon, and took it with me.
Wow, man. So he's. Well, let me ask you this: was he the one that inspired you? You know what I'm saying, to put that ball in your hand?
Yeah, my Uncle Mike Love, he sure was. And then I had an Uncle Enoch Love, who was like my biggest supporter. And then my mom played. She played. My dad was a baseball player. I got baseball in my bloodline too. So you know, that's how it was coming up.
Wow, man. So you got hoopers all over in your family.
Yeah, man, I'm blessed. Had a lot to look. My Uncle Joe played. He played football at Richmond, but he was my supporter in basketball as well.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So born and raised in Front Royal, Virginia, right?
Royal 22630, man. Up there on
the
yeah. Yeah, man. Last exit on 66. Well, the first exit on 81 coming from our way, north and south, man. So it's kind of cool, man.
That's what's up, man.
in y'all's land, I looked up to getting in that land. You feel what I'm saying? We was down out on the west with Winchester, you know, Berryville and towns like that.
So what Fort Royal is, how far is that from Shenandoah?
25 minutes. Winchester.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. So it was a lot. So it was a good bump up there.
Yeah, I loved it. Winchester was like the valley. That's where I called the Mecca for us, because everybody came into Winchester to the park over there at any time. You could see Hagerstown, you could see Reston, you could see Leesburg, Martinsburg. Winchester was just a Mecca for us to get in one court and ball up.
Biggest rivalry, bro, down there.
Biggest rivalry was Hanley and Winchester for us in Front Royal. Winchester and Front Royal, you know, we battled on the 94. We battled in the sports. You know, we go to the go-go, we good. But, you know, it was just what it was. You ain't want to lose. Nobody wanted to lose in our triangle. Winchester, Berryville, and Front Royal. Then we had, like, Woodstock to the west, Strasburg, Virginia. We call it the Northern Virginians. Northern Virginia Daily, but we call it up there. That's our newspaper.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Wow.
Yeah, had a lot.
So I have family on my mother's side. They all from Culpeper. So did you ever have to go out there and play against those boys?
Jungle. Hey, Mr. Jennings, you know, Mr. Jennings like a brother to me.
That's right.
So yeah, I went down in that jungle and battled.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Keith Mr. Jennings, is it?
Keith Jennings.
Keith Mr. Jennings.
Yeah. Keith Mr. Jennings.
Yeah, one of the baddest ever. Ever.
Yes.
He was like, he dropped 31 on me down there in that fire the first night. But I had my side, but we took an L. That's all I remember is that L. And right, I told Mr. this, I told her this the other day. We hit the tip off. Mr. J balled up from about 23 feet. Went down court like he had the 3 up, but we had had a 3 at 87. Yeah, man, we went at it, and then he came to our crib. We had our battle, man. We won on our end. They won on their end. It was a jungle, man.
Yeah. So was Mr. Jennings your toughest matchup, or who? Well, tell me this. Give me your top 3 individual matchups.
Mr. Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
Had Avery Howard, who went to Loudoun Valley, played with Chris Leonard, who played at West Virginia. That was 1 and 2 at that school. And then Casey Lewis here at Osborne and Manassas. We had battles across Osborne. That was our district. Osborne Park, Hanley, Loudoun Valley, Loudoun County, Park View, Broad Run. That was our district. So we battled. It wasn't no easy fight in any gym out there. You know,
y'all played against you played against David Robinson, right?
He was older than me.
He was older than you. Okay.
So my senior year in our district, Rob Jackson was at Osborne Park at that time. We battled in the district. I mean, in the scrimmage, but he's a vicious dude too. Salute Rob. See this, but we had every gym was problems, man, for real. And like I say, we out there in the West. I know y'all get all the not everybody gets respect, but y'all have the city respect. You know, down in the Beltway, and our trees respect. You know, when we got a show and a tell, we can't just show up in the city and act like we got game.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, Mr. Russell, it's an honor, pleasure to have you on here. For those that don't know, you are a member of the Slippery Rock University Hall of Fame, class of '92. So I'm not gonna sit here and cap with you. This is the no cap show. I didn't know where the hell Slippery Rock was at. So I'm gonna give you a chance to put your school on the map. And then my question to you is, you were a vicious baller from what I could read and everything that I've seen. Why did you choose Slippery Rock University?
Wow. Good question, man. I appreciate that. I wasn't getting recruited. Bridgewater College was the first to, Coach Leatherman. What's up, Coach Leatherman? They were the first to communicate with me about to the next level. And then Coach Starkey at Shepherd University communicated with me, but that was the only communication I had my senior year on the real rap. We made it to states at UVA, played against great Brian Stiff, which I think was why all the eyes was in the building that day. But
Brian Stiff, I remember him.
Yeah, UVA, and he became Brian Stiff that day for real, and we knocked us in and they had a Beach Brunswick mob too. They were undefeated state champions, but we took an L from them. And when I came out the locker room after that game, I ain't trying to overhype this, but Wake Forest was there to speak to me. Virginia Tech was there to speak to me. Fort Union, a couple other schools, and that was eye-opening for me at that time because, like I say, Bridgewater Coach Leatherman was on me to get me down there. They had a nice program, but Starkey and Shepard, but one more coach was there, and it was Coach Barlett from Slippery Rock and Coach Rest in Peace, Posey Rhodes. They there. They spoke to me and wanted me to come. Slippery Rock is 45 minutes north of Pittsburgh.
Gotcha.
So he got me to take a trip, flew me up there. When I got there, we go and pick up this guy in Stowe Rocks High School in McKees Rocks, Pennsylvania, named Myron Brown. He was the baddest dude to ever touch Slippery Rock University in the end. He's the all-time leading scorer in our conference, the all-time leading scorer in my school. But the day I got up on my recruit trip, we met and we bonded. He was like Reggie. He was like Reggie to me, Georgetown Reggie.
Reggie Williams.
Yeah, Reggie Williams. I'm sorry, my phone got hit. Yeah, Georgetown Reggie Williams, because I was a Hoya already, and this game was smooth like that. When we left that weekend, he was like, you sign, I sign, because California PA was on him hard. And he was almost there, but the way we messed, we both signed and we went up there and had a blessed 4 years, man. Blessed 4 years. In the PSAC, you know anything about the PSAC, we were 12 teams deep, 6 on the east, 6 on the west. Cheney, Millersville, all those east side schools, and then we had Slippery Rock, California, Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, Lock Haven, Clarion, sorry, whoever I left out, but we had a team.
So you play, okay, so Cheney was in your division. So did you play against Bootney Green?
Nah, that's a crazy story. I got to tell you that one. But
we got time.
Played against Kurt.
Who?
You played against Kurt? No, Kurt played at Drake.
Yeah, I hit him in the city when we got to the city. You know how that went.
Well, we gonna get to that.
Yeah, Cheney was the mob up in the PSAC, but like I said, they were on the east side. We were on the west side, PSAC West, PSAC East. The only way you met was in the Final Four. So the two whoever came from the East and 2 that came from the West in the playoffs bumped heads. And on Bootney Green wise, Clarence Green at the time for me, all I knew of, because we ain't had the internet or nothing back then, you get the paper every week and it's whoever's doing what in the conference. And Clarence Green out in Cheney was a name that was ringing bells. And as life went on, when I got down here and crossed the bridges, Bootney Green in the city was Clarence Green and Cheney. It was the crazy. And bonded as brothers. He's like my big brother now, for real, man. But I knew Clarence Green, but you know, them streets, when we hit that 94 down here, is Bootney Green, the legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, man.
Wow.
When I came in Slippery Rock, it said it, you know, we had the level to rise up to, and you know, they said it for Millersville, Cheney, and all of them out there. It was real, California.
Wow. So I'm looking at it, bro. Your career, man. It says, Slippery Rock career record holder in assists per game, steals per game, and total games played, man. Wow. All PSAC honoree in 1990 and 91, man. Just reflect back on your career, man, because I'm like, dang. And then I look at it, man. You score over what? Almost 1,200 points, man, throughout your career. I mean, you had a stellar career, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know how I tell all youngins who go to the next level, you're gonna be a freshman again. So understand when you hit the next level, blessings that if you do, you're gonna be a freshman again for whatever you went through your freshman year in high school. Back at it again, you're starting over in its own way, because everybody got the same scrapbooks when you hit the college level. You could think you that guy, but that guy was in high school. This other guy has to show up in Slippery Rock for me. And it was beast, man. Wish I could show you. I'm sitting on the bench at this picture, one of these pictures behind me. Put me in, coach, my freshman year, you know. But I earned my right. I actually hit a shot, you know, with Bootney and them. I hit a shot at the buzzer in the playoffs our freshman year that would have led us if we lost the game in overtime. But I got the shot in the buzzer to get to overtime. We lost that game, but we would have met Bootney and them in the playoffs if we'd have won that game. That would have shrunk the world with Clarence Green. But it's just a level, man. The Slippery Rock was fire. The whole Peace Sack was fire. Every school you entered was beast point guards. And I had my squad I love, man. We had Bill Johnson, who was player of the year my junior year. Myron Brown, my roommate, was player of the year the senior year. It was great. Kurt Williams, big brother, my Todd Baker from Loudoun County played with me. It was a lot of blessings in that walk, man. And humble, you stay good, young fellas and young ladies. Sleep at your own risk on that.
I know that's right, but hold on, man. Speaking of your freshman year, I'm looking at it, man. Freshman year, you averaged 8.6 points per game, handed out 143 assists as a freshman, man, from 86 to 87. I mean,
yeah,
bro.
I earned my stripes. That's when I earned my.
Yeah, you wasn't on the bench too long, champ.
We had
somebody made their presence known.
Appreciate that. We went 14-14. I got the grip of the PSAC conference, and came back ready to roll my sophomore year. And I was more like I averaged 12. Ironically, I averaged 12 or so my sophomore year. I guess I was shooting a little more. And then my junior year, running the show all the way and making the right. Coach probably don't think so. I know I pissed you off, Coach. My bad. But but I made better decisions, and I ran the show all the way my junior year and taking the right shots. The average probably went from 12 to 9 or so. But we went 18 and we went up to my sophomore year, we went up to 18 and 10. Then my junior year, we went on a 19-0, a 19-game win. We got to number 2 in the nation. Wow. And I scored my fair share, but I was running the show.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Same thing.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
This is a question I ask most guests when they come on, because we all live life in an introspective mode, especially as you start to get a little bit older, right? Mm-hmm. So what's something today that you would look back on and tell a younger C. Russell, whether it's in college, high school, or early adulthood? What would you tell yourself? What advice would you give yourself?
Number one for me is work on your foul shots. Tell you that right now. I was the worst point guard foul shooter in the history.
But your 3-ball was good though.
Yeah, I was solid with that. I don't know what was up. I wasn't working in the gym like I'm telling everybody right now. Work on your foul shots, young fellas. Get that first if you can. That confidence at that line is very crucial. But I would say always, number one, stay humble, stay hungry, and don't underestimate yourself. My Uncle Knock always told me I could make it to the next level, and I didn't see that until it hit. It hit me in reality that I could get there. It was just like Otho Wilson was like my idol.
Yo, Wilson. Ooh.
Yeah, so I wanted to be at UVA. UVA, when we played states, I was down there getting dressed like I was a Wahoo.
That's
really close, man. But I just tell all young people, man, and get your grades. They focus on education.
That's right.
Better say that while I'm talking. I'm talking all this athletic, but education. You can't get anywhere without getting your books right. Right. I would say that's my advice right there, man.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
So big bro, let me ask you. So you respected all over the place. That's one thing I noticed about you. I don't care if it's in the mountains or in the city. You hey, look, you respected by everyone. And the number one reason, in my opinion, because you just a 100% great dude, just genuine dude, and your energy is felt all over the place. But and the second thing, you got a big game. You might be a small guy, but your game is big. So I want to know from you, when was it that you realized you was respected on that basketball court, whether you was in the district, Northern Virginia, wherever you went? Because I can see it. I see how people take to you.
Yeah. when I was named all district, when I was named player of the year up at the Northern Virginia Deli up at the crib, that's something that set in my soul when that all happened, my senior year in high school. I mean, I was competing. I never was scared to, get on any 94. But as far as the accolades and everything, that my uncle was player of the year when I was my uncle Mike that went to Randolph-Macon was player of the year. I always saw his trophy coming up in the house, in my grandma's house. So when I got that, I felt like that was an honor that I never saw myself getting. And it showed me that I could get to the next level like Uncle Mike did, and just try to do my best to play play my game and never change. No fear. Ain't no Kool-Aid in these veins.
Right, right. So did you ever play? So did you ever play in like the Herbo or Kenner League and stuff like that?
Never the Kenner. When I got older, we won the Herbo. Played with Baby Shaq and Omar. It was we played for Pep Robinson out at in the Bump and Run League. He had a mob in the Herbo. We pulled that championship off. That's the only time I played in that joint. I had my own mobs in there a few years after, but the one year we won it. That was, but just seeing y'all, man, running into y'all dudes, y'all the Beltway, man. But like I say, 66 is straight laced, Manassas, Fairfax, Alexandria, Arlington, but hitting the Beltway and seeing Springfield and all that was an experience for me, man. Route 1, down TC, everything down that life, man. It was the best thing where I heard about y'all, but I learned about y'all. Real life, it was everything I expected to be.
Right. So how did you feel, getting that good old bump, against folks from the city, i.e. Kurt Smith, i.e. Pep, i.e. Greg Jones, etc., man.
Greg Jones.
Kobe, OC, yeah, man. Just,
OC, man. Dame Jack, D Jack, I know you watching. I love you, my guy.
What's up?
Jack and playing over Mason. We used to play with Coach L and them. Coach L, salute Coach L. We played over Mason. We got to see all the guys like the Kobe's of the world that would just drop in there and at any time with one of my favorites is Jason. Jason that played with Hubert out at
Jason Braddock.
Yeah.
Hubert Davis.
Yeah, Hubert and Jason.
Yeah, that was a hell of a mob. That was a hell of a mob back then.
Yeah, everybody came in that rec, man, and you saw Bill Courtney. Bill Courtney always got us in the gym, and we get in there and I rec with different people, and it just stretched all the way through the city, man. And I saw everybody. Stacey Robinson gave me the name The Wizard. He said I dropped 56. I don't know about that, but he said I dropped 56. Gave me the name The Wizard. My name's C. I knew I was Country C from front row VA. But I to the Wizard of the city, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, big bro. If Stacey Robinson gave you that name, because he's one of the best that ever came out, for real. Yeah. If he gave you that name, bro, you stamped.
Yeah.
Stamped.
I learned. I didn't know. I learned all of that, man. And he still hits me up every day, man. I wake up to a text from Stacey, a hit from Stacey. I always got jokes. I always make you laugh, telling you about any history of how he used to drop buckets on anybody.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Absolutely, man.
But I saw, it was a list of folks, man. If I started and stopped with names, it would never stop. That's the blessing of it. If I say a name, I'll leave 5 other names. I'll try to name everybody. But
okay, forget that, man. What's that? Give us that Kurt Smith story, man, because that's one of my favorite players ever, man. Ever. He's one of my favorite players ever. Like I said, I admire the guy, man, and I've always admired his game.
It's an Herbo story. We down there, Big Dink. I'm sitting beside Big Dink.
Big Dink.
Yeah.
Shout out Dink.
Yeah. Somebody said something to Kurt that made him react. He said, watch this. He came down, hit the half shimmy, and Jay balled up from 30 and looked back at Dink and said, I told you. That was just one story. He was that dude, man. And like Kurt for me was up in Pittsburgh, they had the Dapper Dan Round Ball Classic. I know the Cap Classic. So all I know about is what we do here. Up there was what it was to me down here. The Dapper Dan Round Ball Classic was what up in that land was as big as the Cap Classic is to us down here. And I learned all that stuff up there, man. It was just some beast dudes, man. It was a lot of good basketball, man, for real.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So
Wow.
look here, man.
Wow.
We're both Wizards fans, right?
Absolutely.
I look at your posts. I see you at I see you at all 42 games or 41 games. I don't
God
think
bless.
you missed a home game this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna mess up your ticket situation. I'm not gonna mess up any situation yours. But this is what I need from you. Okay, I need you to put on that GM hat, and I need you to tell me what's wrong with the Wizards and what would you do as C. Russell as general manager of the Washington Wizards. What would you do to change the outlook of that team?
First of all, play everybody.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't understand what was going on with the
Rotation.
fellas taking nights off and everything, but let them get the boards. We didn't rebound, man. We got out rebounded. We didn't play the 3-ball at all. I think the teams in the league probably shot the best 3 percentage against us of any team they played. I do, man. We ain't bored. We ain't protect the rock when we needed to. We gave up. I mean, I'm Monday morning quarterback reacting from my seat right now. But we give it up. That's just like we could do that. And we weren't equipped for that. We needed every possession. We needed every rebound. We needed to have 5-point swings going our way, not 5-point swings going their way. Give up a board and give up a 3 down there. Nah, man.
Do you think that team is poorly constructed?
Man, I like Porzingis. I like Kuzma. I like Go Gafford in the middle. I like because he don't need to rock. I like because he's one of those centers that play hard the whole time, and he don't need touches and get pissed at you for not dropping it. He'll still play hard the whole time.
Right.
Brad, he's one of my. He wears number 3. I'm biased about that, and but I watched him mature into what he is now. Point guard.
That's the issue.
Jay Wall was so.
Go ahead. What you thinking, Cole? Go ahead. Go ahead and say it. What's on your mind?
Now, first, I want to apologize to C for taking 3 minutes out of his time on this podcast talk about the Wizards, because that was a waste of time. We don't want to talk about the Wizards. So I just wanted to say that first of all. But look, let's stay on the NBA though. So this is a question. This was a question that was posed to me earlier today. Someone asked me, my man Greg, shout out to Greg, asked me if at this point in Zion Williamson's career, would you consider him a bust?
Yeah. I mean, that 1 year was super solid. Don't get me wrong. He set a bar, but now we don't know what's good. I mean, damn, I hate to say that because I really don't know what's up with the young fella. But yeah, right now it's a bust. I mean, he ain't playing tonight.
Hey, so OG, I'm gonna put this back on you. So back in your day, it was rare for an athlete to come out of high school or even college before 3 years, right? That was a rarity. Right. So when we look at players like Zion, RJ Barrett, even John Morant to a certain extent, I think we grade them through jaded lenses. Because if you think about Zion, this would probably just be his 2nd year in the league if it was traditional and they didn't rush these guys to come out. So by rushing a lot of them, and I say rushing, you getting 60 million, 100 million, you're going to take the bag. But a lot of times they miss the maturity and the conditioning. Had Duke put more emphasis into Zion's conditioning and actually raising them the right way instead of using them as a cash cow, then I think we would see a better byproduct. Certain players can come out. You got your LeBrons, Kevin Garnett's. Even Kobe needed to go to college, like the young Kobe, right? But for the vast majority of them, I think Zion is an example of why players should stay in college. What do you think about that?
I don't disagree. I think maturity is a major value because you got the strength to get to, you got the mentality to get to, you got everything you got to adjust to. But Scotty Reynolds is one of my favorite ever. He didn't cash out when he was at the top of the chain. And then 3 years later, he's still a first-team All-American but didn't get drafted. So,
the flip side of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I learned. So I think the young, like Zion's hurt right now. What if this was those years you talking when he was at a young and he didn't really get into the flow of the NBA now? You feel me? He didn't get no respect. Everything would have fell off a few years ago. I got one for you. Not one for you, but back to Slippery Rock, my roommate Myron Brown. We're freshmen in college. We roommates. This dude looks over to me and says, "I'm going to the league." I'm like, man, are you serious? We in Slippery Rock, man. You ain't going to no league. We're going to go to Pittsburgh in the summer league and have a ball. They'll pit up that. Shit, our senior year, agents blowing our line up. He goes to Portsmouth, earns the right to Orlando to Chicago. And, man, we going to Foreman Holyfield heavyweight fights off the agent's bag. I'm the brokest dude on the plane. But you know, it's your time. You got to cash in whenever it is. And if this today's game, like Scotty should have cashed in when he was a freshman for the NBA level. I hate to say it, Scotty's my favorite youngin', man. But it's what do you do? What do you do, man, with that decision? Since you asked me about that, what do you do?
So I think you cash in, but us as viewers have to grade them differently. You understand what I mean? That's what I mean by that. The lens that we view the modern athlete, we want them to come in and be LeBron day one. Okay. We don't allow them to hit the maturation process. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So
my bad. I got you.
Yeah, like because back in the day, just think about your time in basketball. If a rookie came in, it was nothing expected from them. Even the number one pick, if you got a little bit from them, that was cool. You talked about the growth and development. But somewhere along the line, I believe LeBron jaded that, a couple others, that we want them to come in day one and hit the ground running. And we need you to be the next whatever. And you got to understand, this young man is 19 years old.
Agreed.
He's still learning how to be a man. How is he going to lead a franchise or the NBA?
I agree with that. No, everything you're saying. I ain't like even Brad. Brad wasn't right as a freshman, a rookie. You know, he matured into a power player. Jay Wall, he came in heavy, but he matured into a power player. I mean, you got to crawl before you walk.
Right.
I get everything you're saying, and I ain't going against that. You can't just come in. Everybody's a baller, veteran. Like I played in the World Basketball League, which was like a semi-pro league, and I learned the level of rookie and a vet. Right. You know, it's two different levels to that. It ain't gonna be the same fire. They're gonna know when to move, when to not move, when to bang with the elbow, when to do whatever. You know. Okay. I get what you're saying. I just don't know where to put him at because he had that 1 year where he.
Yeah. But see, let me ask you this, and I'm basically piggyback off what Mo was saying. But what point, and Kobe, you chime in as well, bro. What point is it on Zion as well? I mean, when you make decisions like this is what comes with it. So if you make grown man decisions that you want to come out as a freshman and, you know what I'm saying, get that bag, #1 draft pick, guess what? Your responsibility, you know what I'm saying, is stay away from these fast food restaurants, maintain your weight, your nutrition, and all that other good stuff. I mean, that's on you at the end of the day.
That's true.
Bottom line. You say what to that, see?
I totally agree. And also, I mean, having the right vet in your ear to make you play the right chess game. You know, not just playing the game, understanding what to do in that part of the game. And when to cut, when not to cut, anything that's on their stage, you know, making the right decisions. I don't know how they do it. Like my roommate, like I said, he got cut in the middle of the year. He said Scott Brooks is still a bum to this day because Scott beat him out in Minnesota. I've been taking up for Scott for 30 years.
Yeah.
He didn't have to, he couldn't. Mm-hmm. Scott what he needed to do as a point guard in the NBA. It's maturity, decisions.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, I think you hit it on the head, hit the nail on the head. See, the vets. These rookies coming into the league don't have vets anymore for the most part. I mean, you think back in the day, everybody had a vet. You know what I mean? Tim Duncan had David Robinson. You know what I mean? And
facts.
You know, you remember Charles Barkley went to the Philadelphia 76ers. He had Dr. J, Moses Malone, all those dudes. It was Moses Malone that pulled him by the collar because I kind of compare Zion and Charles Barkley a lot, right? But the difference is Moses Malone, the story that he said about Moses Malone, said, man, you a fat ass. You know what I mean? You need to drop like 30, 40 pounds, or you're not going to make it in this league. Or you're not even going to get off the bench for this team and help us win games. And he said that right there is all he needed to get his body in better shape so he can be on the floor and be who he is. But now these young guys coming in, they the top dog. They expect to be the top dog. They expected to carry the franchise on their back. Who's gonna be the vet for Zion? Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's still a puppy himself. You know what I mean? You go to Memphis, it ain't nothing but young fellas, right? So
yeah. And like for me with the World Basketball League, if y'all remember Mark Wade from UNLV, who just got his record broke.
Yeah, Mark Wade. Him and Armin Gillen together.
Yeah, Hammer. He Pittsburgh. He showed me I was only there a month, but Mark Wade, Willie Glass, Carlton, Valentine that went to DeMatha. I had and that was just my semi, I call it World Basketball League semi-pro. I don't know. They were all pros. They were just on that last leg of their life in the professional game. But they showed me different things to be able to make it on that. I was only there 4 weeks, but it was 4 weeks I'll never forget because it was different things on that pro level. That 24-second shot clock, the ball's going to end up in your hands. What you going to do? Pass or shoot? Scared by a dog.
That's true.
I don't think.
It is. And while we on the basketball subject in terms of NBA, I always wanted to know your perspective about KD. Right, you hear a lot of people saying that he has to do this to for his legacies to be sustained, or he has to win a championship. It was wrong for him to join, a 70 win team in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And when they lost, when they lost to that team the year before and stuff. I always want to know what is your perspective about that?
I'm biased to KD because I saw him like Kobe and them come through the fire. They saw anybody that was in their face. So I know that guy. Now, as far as the business side of the decision, I don't know why he went to Golden State other than win a ship. I mean, who wants to retire without a ring? So I don't know. I don't. That's a tough one right there. How everybody talks about the free agency and teaming up, like LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh, so to speak. Are you speaking on that type of level? With
yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, for his legend, it didn't help. But if you know him and you saw him, he played against anybody. And Texas to anywhere around the Beltway. He was always playing. I didn't see him. Kobe, was he teaming up with superstars to win in high school and everything?
No, I mean, he had a great team. He had a great team at Montrose.
Right.
Him and Grievous Vasquez and the boys.
Yeah.
I mean, any of them top nationally ranked schools, they got at least 2-3 All-Americans.
Right.
But this is this era though. This is the AAU era. So all of these, most of the top AAU teams, they pulling kids from different areas of the country to play on the team. You might be Team Florida, but you might got a player from Chicago, DC, New York, but you playing for that one particular team. And these guys establish a relationship and a bond, and it carries over into the NBA. And they be like, man, it was so fun when we played when we were 16. Man, we should do it again. Let's form a team together. So that's how it is now.
Thank you. That's how I see it. That's the way it is. I mean, why are you letting somebody control who you're gonna have your fun and your success with? Why is it got to be on? Because I mean, they're nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's still everybody in the league's a pro. Right. I don't feel like when we played in the streets and everybody Alexandria, there was mobs with 3, 4, 5 deep. At every squad, I'm using Alexandria GW League. Every squad was 3, 4, 5 deep, and I don't think dudes was going just to win a championship. They was going to play with dudes they like or like working with. And I feel like I know it's levels, but I'm just saying, I feel like that's the way it is now.
So OG, I'm gonna put this on your court, right? Because Fred trying to be nice, because that's his boy. He love KD. This what it is, man. Let's put it where the goats can get it, right? You and Kobe, y'all got a squad, right?
Yeah.
Fred come to the gym, he got a squad, and they mop the floor with y'all. You and Kobe boys, right?
Yeah.
Kobe don't say nothing to you. He just go join Fred team, and you don't know anything. You see him on TV. You like, dang, Kobe. What, man? I thought we was gonna get better. You know, we could pick up a free agent. We trade somebody. What happened?
Right.
That's the KD move, and that's why it draws so much vitriol, because from a competitive standpoint,
who you comparing him to though? Russell Westbrook? You using the analogy of Russell Westbrook, correct?
I'm gonna get to it, Fred. You can't join the team that just beat you, and you had a chance to beat them. And in fact, your play was one of the reasons why you lost. Like Russell Westbrook was jacking up too, but they both had a chance to beat this team. That's why he draws so much venom from everybody, because it's like it was a sucker move. It's like, all right, get your boots together, grab your backpack, trade Russell Westbrook if you have to, but don't go join them.
Well, I'm gonna use me as an example. My personal walk through the streets and everything. I was never a free agent. If I was with a squad, I never switched squads. And there was good time in my life where I could have got the offer to go to this mob, which was a winning squad. Right. I was down with my mob, and we'll see you there. Check it out. Tip it off. We'll see what happens. Let's go. And that's just my mentality. I never was one to, but this life where they got the free agency and whatever they got to talk. Plus, don't leave out the power of those agents.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Don't leave out the power of those agents, baby. That's just me talking.
Good point, Cee.
Yeah,
that's
true. That's an excellent point, because they want to do what's best for their client as well, and they know that if their client is raising that NBA championship trophy, that means more dollars for him and his player.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's facts. Now my thing is, I thought with a talent like KD at that point in his career, there's about 5 teams KD could have went to that weren't named Golden State, and he could have hoisted the championship. That's a fact. So
when is Golden State gonna get the blame, man? Everything's on KD. Why everything on KD? They sent their whole front office brass, you know what I'm saying, to meet him in New York, man. Why everything, you know what I'm saying? They wanted him as bad as he wanted them.
That's what they supposed to do.
Because ultimately it was his choice.
So, okay, and you're right. And he made a choice. LeBron don't get this vitriol and stuff like that, man. When he went to Miami, but y'all go ahead. Your argument would be, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, Miami was sorry a year ago and stuff like that. But okay, he took Bosh and Wade right with him.
So first of all, Fred, you're wrong. LeBron caught a lot of flack. Until KD
made as much as this.
Until he made the decision, until KD took him off the hook. Like, but the second thing is, Miami didn't beat Cleveland the year prior. That's the whole. That's the whole. That matters a lot.
Free agent, man.
That matters a lot.
He didn't. It would have been the same thing had LeBron left Cleveland and went to Boston Celtics.
There we go.
That's what it would have been.
Yeah.
Real. No, that's real, Fred. And the thing is, Fred, let's keep it a buck. That's gone, man. That's almost 10 years ago. Like, just keeping it real, right?
KD, I'm gonna defend you till the day I die, KD.
The issue is now, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me since you left Steph, Draymond, and Clay, which was already a championship organization? Your decision-making process has been flawed since then. You chose to run with your AAU boy, because we just said that, right? And Kyrie Irving. Man, a blind man can see that was a horrible choice in business partner. Everywhere Kyrie been from a business standpoint has been turmoil.
What do you think about that, Cee?
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I had one interaction with Kyrie. I mean, 30 seconds, 45 seconds ain't nothing, but I didn't see that person when I met him. I didn't feel that with him, but he seems like, yeah, he's all about himself.
Oh, wow. Oh, you got that. Okay.
I didn't get that the night. Hold on. I'm saying after I met him. The night I met him, I felt like he's a good, humble young fella. But following this and realizing my man over here with me now, Duke, he always been pissed. He only played 10 games at Duke. He said that back then. So whatever he pulled off back then with those 10 games, people know how he rock and roll.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
look. Two people always say this about Kyrie Irving and James Harden. You may not win the NBA championship with them, but you definitely can win the Goodman League.
That's facts, Kobe. Rucker Park, well.
Sign them up.
Oh man. Shout out to Miles Ross, man.
Oh,
Goodman
man.
League.
That's good.
So
Kobe.
see, give us your predictions for the NBA playoffs.
Man, that's funny. You know, I do my podcast, and we went on this conversation the other day, and I said the Heat, and I'm Team Karad. So I pay attention to them from a different angle. And I felt like they had a little mob that could sneak around, but
Right.
for real, Boston is a problem.
Major.
And Denver's a major problem.
Hmm?
To me, if Jokic plays like the MVP, I'm putting quotes in MVP because I don't think he's gonna be that this year. But
Shout out to Embiid.
Embiid, that's why I put it in quotes for Embiid.
Right.
His flowers. But Jokic, if he plays like the MVP, he's dominated the league. It could be Denver and Boston. Even though I said Phoenix, I'm team Chris Paul, KD, and everything. But I mean, on my podcast, I switched up now. I'm going with Denver and Boston.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And your concern about Phoenix is lack of depth, isn't it?
And Chris Paul gets hurt every.
That's a fact.
That part right there.
And he's, like I say, he's one of my favorites too of all time. But it seems like it always happens, man.
All right, yeah, that part right there. Okay, look here. So, see, before we end tonight's show, man, we definitely appreciate you coming on as well, man. We got to, we got to do what we do best, man. When we have, come on, man. That's right. It's the round table rapid fire. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you might just go ahead and you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get yourself ready, man, because we're about to fly right through this right quick. Kobe, you got anything you want to go ahead and add to it, or you want me to flow with it, big little bro?
Hey, flow with it. I can throw something in at the end if you want me to, but flow with it.
Bet. All right. Look here. Start, bench, or cut. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Dr. J.
Damn. All right. Is this my question?
Yeah, it is. Just about you.
Oh, man.
Woo.
Start
Bye, Bird.
Start Magic. Damn. All right. I'm gonna give Larry his flowers, man. Put Larry in the spot.
Okay, so you start Magic, you benching Bird.
Yeah.
And Doc, you cutting Dr. J.
Dang.
He can't even.
Got him, right.
No. I cut. Hey, start Magic, Dr. J, and then Larry Bird. Because Dr. J was one of my favorites.
So you benching Larry, you cutting Larry Bird.
Damn.
Ooh, that's hard to do, man.
Hey, see, I'm glad you changed your answer because I just got a call from the NAACP.
That's a black on black crime, goddamn.
You had us in trouble for a minute.
Man. Yeah.
All right, so look here.
Man.
VA or DMV?
Two up, two down.
There it is. That's all we need to know. What was your go-to pregame music you was listening to when you was playing?
Junkyard.
There it is already. Favorite sports movie?
Above the Rim.
Pre-game routine when you was playing?
Do a 360 in warm-ups. Just off of, if I won on that move, I just kept going with it. Pre-game, you talking about layup line, right?
Pre-game routine, exactly.
Crank on music. Catch a nice grub, whatever, McDonald's. I don't know what I ate back then. And then get focused on who I'm about to get into it with. Stay focused, man.
Okay. What was your favorite shoes to hoop in?
Man, Jordans. Nah, I like Barclays. I like the Barclays.
Hey, don't sleep on them Barclays, bro.
Yeah, they were good shoe. They were a good shoe.
Okay. What would you rather have, $5 million or spend 5 minutes with God?
Spend 5 minutes with God.
There it is right there. Okay, now here's the thing. This is the last and final question, man. And I think you've listened to this podcast a couple of times, and you already know what's about to go down right now. So look here. You about to get a mob. You're going to Rucker Park, or you're going to the Drew League or what have you. I need you to pick either 10 or 9, including yourself, saying of the best basketball players in the area or what have you. You choose. It can be positionless or what have you. Let's go.
I want a bag with Myron Brown, Jerome Scott from South Lakes, Tim Fudd, Shane, Myron Brown, Jerome Scott, Mr. Jennings.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm gonna go with Baby Shaq. Kurt Smith.
The general.
And I need a big man. Kobe, I'll take Kobe anywhere, and we can go anywhere.
Oh, you just made his day, man. You just made his whole entire night now.
My man.
And how many? I don't even know what I got.
You got about 3 more left.
Man. Othell Wilson.
Mm.
Fire with him. Wow. Booney Green.
Yeah.
My big brother, I'm rocking with my lifetime, Chris Berry, my big brother from Oxon Hill. Let's go.
There it is. That part right there. There it is, man. Well, look here, man. You passed with flying colors, man. You passed with flying colors, bro. Wow. Let me ask you this before we end tonight, man. Is there any way you can make me an honorary Q Dog member? I mean, how can we make that happen, man?
Hey, man, that's
He said, man, hey, that's
blood, sweat, and tears for that life.
Hey, he a KD fan. He don't want blood, sweat, and tears. He wanted the easy way.
Hey, man, you gonna cut that bull crap out, man.
Hey, wow.
Oh, man. Hey, so look here. So for everybody, man, can you let everybody know your podcast? You know, so name your podcast and like I said, and how many days a week do it stream or what have you, and give them the platforms that you're on.
Okay, my podcast is 6 Degrees of C, which is showing my blessings in my life, like y'all right now. You know, my door will be wide open for y'all at any given time. But it's just to show that we're all together in its own way. If you don't sleep on that, because God did. And I'm just trying to show it's love out here, and I want everybody to know I love them. I want everybody to know they blessings to me, like y'all right now, throwing me alley-oops. I'm reversing this.
That's what's up.
Give love, get love. And it's
That's what's up.
My focus is levels to the game. So I want youngins to know it's levels to this life. Kobe's at a level, you know, Mo's at a level, you at a level, I'm at a level, and it's levels to that. So understand where you at, because it ain't like you're up the top. It's levels to get to.
That's right.
That's my focus on the podcast with people that's going to bless me to come in here and sit with me and rap with me and speak their story. I want everybody to come let the young folks know, and people know we family. We battle on the 94. We ain't nobody trying to lose.
Right.
But at the same time, you could win as a friend. You could win as family. You could win as everything.
And when do your podcast air?
It's on the time of when people are right. Like I'm dropping one tomorrow. We don't want to collide after with you in this tonight. I wasn't going to do that. So we were going to wait till tomorrow to drop that, because we're here tonight and go, you know, it's going to give love, get love. But I want y'all to know, and everybody's watching, my birthday cookout, July 15th out here at Bird Park in Manassas. Is a family affair. And I always, if you meet me, what's up? How you doing? My name is C. Please come to my birthday cookout.
There it is. That part right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tournament, my 3rd annual basketball tournament coming up, and I want any baller. Stacy's on the mic again, you know, and I got everybody coming, hopefully to the 2630 in my hometown, and wrecking with us, man, and bringing the fire.
Kobe, you coming out of retirement?
The way my knees set up, nah, that's not gonna happen.
Kobe, you there? All right, I know you there with me. I know.
All right. All right. Hey, look here. Look here, see, man, look, it was an honor and a pleasure, man. We definitely wanted to get you on, man, and everything was just about timing. But you know, we knew we just wanted to get your blessings to get you on, man, because we wanted to get you your flowers at the end of the day, man. It's well deserved, man. And man, thank you for this wonderful interview, man. And like I said, hopefully this is not the last time that you come on, champ.
My door is always open for y'all to holler at me, and I'll be there.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
Love.
All right, big little bro, get us on out of here, fam.
Hey, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, you can say, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead. This is you. Take the wheel.
Hey, my man, everybody out there who sees this, I want y'all to know I love y'all, all right? And this is the blessings in life, so don't sleep on them. Give love, get love, everybody.
That part right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is a No Cap Sports Show podcast. Thank you for all the viewers and listeners. Please subscribe to our podcast. Hit the notification bell so you can get those alerts when the show is going to pop up. And look, we're going to catch you next week. Same back channel, same back time. We out.
It's a parade in Summer City, yeah.
No Cap Sports Show
There are 4 fouls on the play.
That's why it took so long.
Running into the kicker, number 34 in the kick receiving team.